Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing well, you're staying safe, you're staying healthy. I'm honored to guide you today through a kind of short and sweet vinyasa practice. We are moving a lot slower, we are holding poses for a lot longer, but don't be fooled, it doesn't mean that it's going to be easy or not challenging. There will be poses that we will hold which require lots of strength, so it will be quite challenging at parts. But since on the previous video with the exact same style, lots of you asked for holding Chaturanga for 1 minute, that will also be part of this class today. All you need is your mat, and let's begin in boat pose today. You can come into regular boat pose with the feet bent, the legs bent, the feet parallel to the ground. Point the toes, but for today I'm choosing low boat, so if you want to join me there, go ahead and do that. And yes, you guessed it right, it's the first pose of this sequence that we're holding for 1 minute. So engage your glutes, push that lower back into the ground, reach through the arms, the fingers forward, squeeze the legs together. We will only be doing about 10, 11 or so poses, which we will hold for a minute. There will be poses in between that we flow through, transition through to get from one pose to the other. Those like main poses. But yeah, we're keeping it very simple, nice and slow. We're holding here. We got about 30 more seconds. If you want, reach both arms up and over your head. Last 20 seconds. Last 10, 9, 8, 7, press that lower back into the ground. 3, 2, and 1. Come back up to boat. Cross your ankles. Roll over your ankles. Roll over your knees. Beautiful job. Let's come into a downward facing dog. Move the hips up and back. Keep the knees bent for now if you need to. Otherwise, straighten your legs. Send the hips up and back. Lengthen from the wrists all the way up to the hips, and we're here for 1 minute. Walk your dog if you want to. Feel the breath coming in and out through the nose, nice and slow. Slow everything down. Breathe deeper, breathe fuller. Just a few more breaths. More than halfway. Feel the fingertips. Grip into the mat, push the ground away. The chest is moving towards the thighs. Start to lift your heels. Walk the feet forward between the hands. Keep pressing into the palms. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees, roll up through the spine to standing. The arms reach up, the palms touch. Chair pose, bend your knees, send the hips back. You can keep the feet together and the knees together, or you bring the feet and the knees apart. You decide. We're here for 1 minute. Pull the belly in, bend your knees more, hold and breathe. Reach your arms up high. Keep that natural curve in your spine, so you stick the butt out a little bit. Keep that natural curve in the lower back, but not too much. Stay with the breath. Halfway through. Just a couple more breaths. That's really it. If you want, lift your heels up, come onto the toes, hold it here to finish up this chair pose. Three more breaths. Last deep breath in. And exhale, forward fold. Straighten your legs, heels down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, plank pose, step the feet back. We're just moving through. Now, the part that you all asked for, Chaturanga for 1 minute. Shift forward, come high onto the toes, bend your arms. Chaturanga, elbows in, hold it here and breathe. Keep pressing into the palms. Squeeze the elbows towards the rib cage. Keep the glutes engaged. The breath soft. Shift more forward so that the elbows are right above the wrists. Set the knees down if you need to, of course. Otherwise, keep going. We're halfway through. Which is really just 5 or so more breaths. Nice and slow. Almost there. Last 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now straighten the arms, plank. Beautiful job. Downward dog, send the hips up and back. Lift your right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Press into your palms, move the chest towards the left thigh. Come high onto your left toes, inhale. Exhale, right knee to the chest, round your back. Step that foot between the hands. Warrior 2, reach your left arm forward, and then windmill the arms up. Right arm forward, left arm back. We're here for a minute, so make sure you can see that right big toe inside the right knee. Press into the outer edge of the left foot. Tuck your tailbone slightly, pull the belly in. Reach out through the arms to the front and back of the room or the mat. And breathe. Relax the shoulders down, away from the ears. Halfway through that hold. Sometimes in class I teach this and we're holding for 2 or 3 minutes. In my public classes or workshops, to really focus on the breath, especially if the challenge, if the pose creates more of a challenge or distraction for the body, or for the mind through the body, that's the time when you want to focus more than before on the breath, fully on the breath. Beautiful, that's a minute. Straighten both legs, pivot both feet to the left, fold forward and down. Prasarita, standing straddle forward fold. Make sure the heels are wider apart than the toes. Fold forward and down. If you want to do any other variation here, of course, go ahead, do that. Otherwise, we'll just stay here, relax. Move those forearms towards the mat. Maybe walk the hands through. Last couple of breaths. And release. Lift up halfway. On your exhale, spider lunge to the left. Bend your left knee, straighten the right. Skandasana, move to the front of the mat. Plank pose, frame the right foot. Step the right foot back. Take a vinyasa here if you want. I'm just going to shift forward, take 1 push-up. Chaturanga, plank, downward dog. Very good. Lift your left leg up and back, other side. 3-legged dog. Move the chest towards the right thigh. Come high into your right toes. Inhale. Exhale, left knee to the chest. Step the foot between the hands. Reach your right arm forward first, then windmill the arms up for Warrior 2. Take your time setting everything up. We're here for a minute. Reach out through the fingertips. Look inside the left knee. Make sure you can see that big toe there. Press into the outer edge of the right foot, moving upwards through the body. Tuck your tailbone, pull the belly in, breathe nice and slow through the nose. Relax your shoulders down, look over your left middle finger, or close your eyes. Halfway through. Focus on the breath even more, especially if it gets challenging. That's a short practice, but there are challenging parts, especially towards the end of that full minute hold. Feel the air coming in through the nose and out through the nose. You're doing great, keep it going. Last 2 breaths. And straighten both legs, pivot your feet to the right. Standing straddle forward fold again. Fold forward and down. Now stay here if you like. You can also take any other inversion or arm balance or headstand, tripod, something like that. If you want, I'm going to do a handstand and stay there for a minute with you. So we're here for about 8 or so breaths. Keep it going. And I know so many of you ask, I am working on a handstand tutorial, so I will teach you a couple of tips on handstands. I'm also working on some other very exclusive content, a full handstand program coming out sometime soon, so stay tuned. I'll keep you posted, of course. I'm doing this all for you guys. Last 3 breaths. Wherever you are is fantastic. You're doing great. All right, let's all come back to standing straddle forward fold. Take a deep breath in, lift up halfway. Exhale, spider lunge to the right. Move to the front of the mat. Frame the left foot, plank pose. Very good. Now shift forward. Come high onto the toes. Bend your arms, lower all the way down. Beautiful. Sphinx pose. Come onto the forearms. Make sure that the elbows are right below the shoulder. Untuck the toes. Bring the feet wide apart. Press into your elbows, into your forearms. Engage your glutes. Look either straight ahead or down towards the ground. We're here for a minute. If you want to go deeper into this back bend, you can press into the palms and find seal pose. Engage your glutes even more. And if you try it and you see or you feel it's too much, come back down for Sphinx. Elbows to the ground. It's all good. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Keep the glutes strong and engaged. More than halfway through. Keep the breath going, slow it down. Almost done with this practice. Thanks so much for joining me and sticking around until the very end. Really amazing job. Let's take 2 more nice and slow breaths. And release. Very good. Shake out the hips. And then push yourself up to hero's pose or any other comfortable seated position. Sit on a pillow if you want. Sit nice and tall. Place your hands wherever it's comfortable, in your lap, on your thighs, or on your knees. Sit tall, close your eyes, relax your shoulders down. Let's sit here for at least 1 minute. I'll do a minute or 2 with you, but I encourage you to stay longer and have this be the intro and transition into your daily meditation practice. It's very important and very beneficial to move the body every day, and some days are stronger, On some days you feel like doing a more gentle practice. So the physical poses, the movements, the asana part of our yoga practice is changing almost every day. Because you just gotta listen to the body. No need to force anything. But what's really not changing and what you can maintain and do every day is your pranayama, your breathwork practice, and also your meditation practice. So even if you take a quote-unquote rest day, you can always breathe and you can always meditate, and I highly encourage you to keep that meditation practice going every day. Feel the air coming in and out through the nose. Focus on all the little details. The air passing by the tip of your nose, entering the nostrils. Perhaps you feel the little hair inside your nostrils. That cool air is entering the body. The lungs expand, the chest lifts, the belly moves. You feel like you're growing taller. Then there's this little pause, and then the exhale happens. The warm and used air is leaving your body. Out through the nostrils, out passing by the tip of your nose, and then it all repeats with an inhale again. Keep focusing on those sensations. Keep focusing on the breath. There's really no bad meditation. The only bad meditation is the one that you did not do, that you skipped in the morning and thought you would do it later today and later today and later and maybe in the evening, and then things happen and then you did not do it. That's really the only bad meditation. The one that you did not do. But you're here, you're sitting, you're doing it. And that's really amazing. Whenever thoughts come up, whenever distractions happen and you notice that you got distracted, that's great. It's a wonderful moment. Be proud of yourself for noticing. Then choose to focus back on the breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Repeat. Then you get distracted again after some time. You are again proud of yourself. Choose to come back to the breath. Inhale, exhale, repeat. That's the whole practice. Redirecting your attention to the breath, to what currently is going on. That was way more than 1 or 2 minutes, I know. We all need it though. Stay here for longer if you want. I will just let the video end. If you enjoy our classes and our channel, make sure to support us by subscribing, by liking. Whenever you come out of this meditation, no rush. All these classes are always here for you for free. Thank you so much for your support. Great job doing the work today. Great job doing the practice. And I will see you in the next video. Namaste.